Well, this is a happy time for me on Making It Grow because we're being visited by the South Carolina Watermelon Queen for 2026, Tori Goldsmith from Traveler's Rest.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want to congratulate you because I think this is the year that you said goodbye to teachers.
Yes, ma'am. So I said goodbye to teachers. I just graduated from Anderson University this year, but I'm actually saying hello back to teaching because I'm going to be teaching first grade next year, which is super exciting. I get to teach them about phonics and stuff, but also how good watermelon is for them. So,
well, wouldn't it be fun? You can take some in next year.
Hey, that's the plan. That's the plan. Got to let them know how good it is.
Well, anyway, watermelons. Although we think of cotton and peanuts, but watermelons are a pretty big part of South Carolina's economy.
Oh yeah, so we actually have a lot of watermelon farmers here in South Carolina, especially Columbia down because they like that sandy soil. But with that, it plays a large role in our economy, especially because the watermelons you see even in big grocery stores are grown here on family farms in South Carolina. So
family farmers, which is so sweet to think about. And those farmers grow other things as well because this is a specialty crop for a certain time of year. When do our watermelons start coming in mostly?
Yes, of course. So our watermelon season is primarily mid-June to mid-July, with obviously July 4th being our peak, which what a great peak, may I add. But that's why recipes like this one are so good because they're great to have by the pool, cool you off, maybe at the park, anywhere you might be where it's scorching hot outside in the middle of the summer. Watermelon's ready for you then.
Watermelon's good for you.
Yes, ma'am. So they're actually a multivitamin within themselves, and they're packed with so many vitamins like A, B6, C, all the things you can need. Plus they have a lot of amino acids, and since water follows amino acids, the 92% of water that makes up that watermelon helps hydrate you really fast.
Didn't they do a study at a college here to look into that?
Yes, ma'am, of course. So at the Citadel, it's obviously very hot there, being close to Charleston and such. They did a study with their athletes, seeing what hydrates them better, either watermelon or sports drinks. And then at the end of the season, they concluded that watermelon actually hydrates you a lot better than leading sports drinks, which is where our South Carolina-owned term Watermelon Fuels Athletes originated from.
Oh, okay, that's really cool.
Yes, ma'am. So now we actually visit all the D1 colleges in the state and give them watermelon to their football teams to help hydrate them after those long practices.
That's wonderful. And I think before the school year's out, you go to a lot of schools and places in South Carolina to make sure these children get to taste watermelon.
Oh yeah, and especially at their field days as well.
Yeah,
because they're the little athletes then, but doing the over under and their little tug of wars, all that, they need to refuel too. So we hand out some watermelon to all of them, make sure they're nice and hydrated, but also just see how good it tastes. Give them a other sweet option outside of candy.
And these are red, and I think of watermelons as being red, but they've developed some orange ones and some yellow ones?
Yes, ma'am. So while red is, the most basic and primary color you think of when you hear watermelon, they do come in orange and yellow. Also, those are just a little bit more rare to find. If you want some of those, you could potentially go to a farmer's market, or sometimes at more upscale restaurants, they'll have them there as well. So,
okay.
Yes.
But they all are delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And some people actually prefer seeded watermelons.
Yes.
And so I think some people grow both.
Right.
Yeah. But watermelons need to be pollinated. So if you go to a place where they're growing watermelons, do they have bees there and flowers to attract them?
Yes, ma'am. So bees are actually a huge part of growing watermelon. That is very, very crucial for us. So you'll often find some other crops, like some of our other farmers will grow blueberries and other things like that. But also you might just see some pretty flowers out beside it too. But anything to get those bees to us, we will take.
Okay. Well, the result is, as we can see, just wonderful. Yeah.
I know, and you can do a lot with the result too.
But when watermelons are really coming in, if you want to do a lot with them, you can make things for your family.
Oh, yeah.
And I think today we're going to make something special.
Yes, so today we're going to make a watermelon shortbread pie. So this is the finished product right here, but today we're going to make a smaller version of that here in this cup.
Okay.
That is perfect for if you have kids, or if you just want a personal little size one for just you, or just you and one other person. That works really well if you don't want to make a big one.
All right, well, let's see if we can put it together.
Perfect. So we're going to start with some shortbread. We have went ahead and mushed this up. You can do bigger pieces or more crushed up if you like, but you're just going to put a thin little layer right in the bottom of the cup. That looks pretty good.
Okay.
And then you are gonna next add your watermelon. So if you're making a big pie, that is 4 cups of this super chopped up watermelon. You wanna drain it as much as you can, but that's already done for us luckily, so you can go ahead and add it right on top of that shortbread. Oh, you're a pro.
A little more, maybe?
I think a little more, but I'm a big fan of watermelon.
I am too. And they're actually cut up relatively small.
Yes, for sure.
All right.
A little more easier to bite.
Yeah.
So, can never have too many. I love it. And then, you're basically just adding more vitamins in there if you think about it.
Sure.
Yeah, so then we're going to do another small little layer of shortbread.
Okay, the top crust of the pie.
Yes, this will be our crust of the pie. That is looking good.
Yum, yum.
Oh, yeah. And then if you like more shortbread, there you go. You can add more, but if you are wanting to focus more on the watermelon, you can add more of that too.
Okay.
And then lastly, to add a little finishing touch, we have some Cool Whip here, and you're just going to put a dollop right on top.
Okay.
You can also use whipped cream, but we have found that Cool Whip holds up a little better and tastes just as good. So, yes, and then you have a super
And I'm going to, let's see.
Let's see it.
Yeah, well, I think we need the cherry on top of the pie.
You are smart. Okay. That is so delicious and even prettier now too. So you might get some kudos if you serve that at your next summer party, of course.
Okay. Tori, thank you so much for coming and reminding us about our wonderful homegrown watermelons and also telling us another way that we can enjoy them.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me. I love getting to share recipes, especially ones that are easy but a crowd pleaser. So I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Glad you came.
Thank you.